So after that Zhou dynasty, China goes through the warring states, that is period of division, but that was a fruitful period to receive influences from the north, influences from the other parts. So again, Chinese history was taking place along this area, the central area, but during the warring states period, China wanted to expand. So some people expanded further south, and some people expanded to the east and west and to the north. So that China during this period accepted a lot of influence from Scythian or even Hellenistic empires. So how do we know that cultural exchange? Based on this type of gold ornaments. So this is from South Russia, and this is originally from Greece. So this is a prototype. So it's along the Mediterranean Ocean. And then the Russia, like Central Asia, they developed animal motif. And then if you come to China, you will have this style of more stylized animal forms. But that was the stimulated by the contact with the nomads in the West Asia. So in terms of clothing, they are going to start to use a lot of more grotesque animal patterns, and this is a belt hook. So you can see that, you know, like a belt is hooked right here, so you can create a band like this. But here you can see an animal head, like a leopard style animal head, and then you know, little gemstones are placed here. So that is the influence that they received from this type of Hellenistic ornaments. So from the Eastern Zhou, this is actually during the warring states period. We have images of a woman of a well-to-do family, and then a man of a respectful family again. These are funerary banner. So this silk fabric was covering the tomb of this woman and the tomb of this man. So based on this pictorial representation, we also want to see the garment. So here, if you see the woman, the silk turned into opaque color so that we can now see the line drawing. So people think this is somewhat similar. This is actually prototype of that shenny I showed to you. So we don't know exactly how the sleeve is treated, but this particular picture shows the round, you know, long, voluminous sleeve, and then clothes are tightly wrapped around the body, right? And then the hem area becomes a little bit flared like this, and then you need a waistband. And that's basically what we've seen in the reconstruction picture of the shenny. Long garment, and they used a lot of fabrics, and then waistband. And then hair is somehow tied back on the back, and then make a bun, and then there is a ribbon or some sort of, like, this is what you see, like they made the hair bun. But the patterns are important. So the painter, for example, wanted to add some sort of a texture or like a pattern on the cuff, and also this big sleeve, right? Like looking like a swirling cloud or wave type of pattern, and then you have some floral motifs on the skirt. So we don't know the exact detail, but somehow you know, people of high social standing wanted to have decorated fabrics. So this is actually remaining embroidered quilt silk. So these are embroideries, and you can see this type of meandering like patterns and floral motifs. And we can somehow imagine that this type of embroidered ornaments could have been placed on her sleeve. So that's like an insinuation that it was patterned or embellished, and also a little bit of on the tip too. And then going to the man. So this is the gentleman. So what I'm saying, the unisex style of cheni is both men and women can wear, but depending on who wears, the patterns and the silhouette becomes a little bit different. So here, again, the cheni style long garment wrapped around him. But in this case, his hands are down, not outside, so that we don't know what the treatment of the sleeves are. But then, because it's a long garment wrapped around a few times, man also wears it with this flared end. So the silhouette is similar. You are, like sort of a stick figure, but then, the end of your garment becomes a little bit flared. And he has some sort of hat. And how do you wear it? With with a rope, or and you tie it so that the tied string is blown away because it's riding the dragon, and this kind of thing. But you cover the entire body parts, and then your hands are not shown. So these are more like a respectful form of dress. You actually have better images. So these are probably waist ribbon sash blown by the wind, and then the tied hat string is blown by the wind like this. And then he probably carried some sort of stick or staff to show his high social standing. But the neckband and then the tapered end cuffs the hems of the cheni was probably in different colors. That's why there are some striped decorations. Cheni. And man had a mustache, sometimes beard as well.